So you just finished up your brand new woodworking project, or maybe you went out and bought some furniture, and either or you're trying to stain it and make it look really nice, but then after you're done staining it, it looks like crap and you get really mad. Well, welcome to today's video. Sit back, get subscribed, and I'm going to show you how to put on stain that actually looks half decent once applied. So we have a piece of pine here, and this will work on any wood. Hardwood, softwood, doesn't really matter, but what we're going to do is we're going to put on some Honey 272. Now the problem that we usually run into is blotching, especially on softer woods. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. It ain't nice like. So how do we prevent this from happening and get a more even coat? Say hello to the pre-stain wood conditioner. Now just to let you know, we have nothing to do with Minwax. They don't even know we exist. Well, probably. But it's what I use, so whatever. Prepares wood for staining, prevents blotchiness. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a piece of tape right down the center of this piece of pine. Then we're going to treat it on the right hand side only, not the left. All I'm going to do is take a foam brush. We're going to open up our can. Oh, that's really pretty. And we'll apply it that way. Check out the color though. It will change the tone of your wood, just giving you a FYI, but it's like a bourbon color almost. Very cool. Now the tape isn't going to do all that much. It's probably going to seep underneath a little bit, but as long as we have somewhere to stop and start, I don't care. It goes on extremely easy. It's almost like a clear liquid basically. There's no gunking up. It's not thick. It's not syrupy. And what it does is it soaks down into that wood grain. Once it does that and it dries up a little bit, well, that stain is only able to penetrate down so far. Now, I will also tell you that after you apply this, you're either going to have to let it sit for a while in around 70-degree temps, or you're going to have to dry it out somehow. The reason for that is because, well, once you apply it, it gets extremely
moist.
This side?
Not moist.
But again, don't worry, it's only moist for a little while. Once it dries, you won't even notice it. And if you were really pressed for time, you could take a dry rag, wipe it down a little bit. It would help speed up that drying process. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is take this to the extreme. You know, I want to go a little overboard to really see if this stuff works. Now, some people will actually put stain on with the brush. I don't usually recommend it because one, it's kind of messy, and two, well, it's just a little overkill. But we're going to try it first. We're going to take that brush with the stain and we are going to apply it on the non-finished side, and then once that dries up a little bit, we wipe it down. We are going to go to the finished conditioned side and see the difference. After we do this, we will apply the stain with a rag only for the next test. This is a bit overkill. Now, I assume that these are two different boards put together. Actually, they are. They're two different boards put together. And you can definitely see a contrast between the darker and the lighter, but you can also see those blotches. Now, we did put this on with the brush, so you're going to get a little bit more of the nasty doing it that way as to using a rag. But this is the frustration that I had when I was staining. I was always getting that different color variation and it just did not look good. So let's try the exact same process on the right hand side. We're going to glob it on with the brush and then we're going to wipe it off. And again, it is overkill, but we'll hit it with the rag on the next test. Alright, now we wiped both sides down. Everything was exactly the same. Look at the difference between the two sides. Yeah, you still got a little bit of blotchiness on that bottom left corner, but nothing compared to what you have on the right side. Now let's try this one more time, but let's do it with the rag applying the stain instead of a brush and just glooping it and glopping it all over the place. The side that we are doing first does not have the pre-stain conditioner. We're just going to wipe it on real nice like, and we're going to see what happens. Let's dry it off a little bit, and you can see there's some blotchiness right off the bat. You can see in some of the grain areas where it just kind of sucks it down in a little bit deeper, or maybe not as deep, and just not that even finish. And while you were smashing that like button, I was letting that dry a little bit just to give you a closer look, and here you go. So now we have the side that we use the stain conditioner on, and we're just going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to rub it in. And And that, my friends, is real nice like.
Real nice like.
Again, you can see it goes on much, much better. It has that very even, natural look to it. It's not seeping in darker in one area and then blotching in another. It just looks more professional when you do this. Now, this stuff here, this pre-stain conditioner, lasts a very long time. A little bit goes a long way, and that's nice for the pocketbook. I've also noticed that it does an excellent job when I am 3D carving on a piece of wood. Sometimes when you have a 3D image, well, that stain wants to seep in a little bit deeper in some areas than others. I've been using this and I will not carve again without it. So there you go, all. I want to know what you think. Have you used this stuff before? If you haven't, are you going to try now after you've seen this video? If you liked the video, please smash that like button, get subscribed, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on any more videos. If you want, come over and say hi to us on the Instagram page at Tool Review Zone. Love to see you over there. I appreciate you stopping by. We'll be back with more videos soon.